Hello and welcome to the introduction of advanced queuing. In this video, we'll walk you through what the feature is about and also provide a tutorial on how you can go about using the feature. Advanced queuing is a feature that you can find on 8x8 Converse, our two-way conversation management app that's available to users with the role of supervisor and admin. In the feature, you can define rules that run upon receiving incoming messages or tickets from customers if the specified conditions are met. For those who are familiar with the original ticket management logic, there used to be only one way that tickets are being assigned to agents on 8x8 Converse, and that's to whomever that's available at the point in time, kind of like a round robin system. With advanced queuing, supervisors and admins can now create rules that suit their business use cases, whether it's a split by location or communication channel. Now, let's create a queue and we'll walk you through the feature in detail. So do so by selecting Create New Queue and start by naming the queue. It's recommended that you name it based on your use case. So in this example, say we are creating queues to direct tickets to agents in specific countries. So let's name it the APAC queue. Next, we arrived at a section that makes this feature, the conditions. So conditions define the rule of the queue. There are three types of conditions that you can select from. They are channels, customer groups, and countries. Under channels, you will be able to select any of the available channels under 8x8's Chat Apps API. Under customer groups, you will be able to select any of the contact groups that you have created in 8x8 Connect. And finally, for countries, you will be able to select any countries that's available in the list. So since the example involved directing tickets to agents in specific countries, we'll stick with the condition type countries and to include Singapore. So you might notice the plural form. So yes, you can add on multiple variables. So say we've got offices all across APAC, and therefore let's add on Australia, Indonesia, and Philippines as part of the rule. After defining the condition, let's go on to assign the queue to your agents. So unlike the original ticket management rule, through advanced queuing, you will be able to assign each queue to selected agents. There are a few ways that you can select agents. Firstly, you can select one by one. You can type to search, or you can quick select all the agents on the same page, or you can select all the agents that have been registered in your system. After you have selected, you will be able to tell the number of agents that have been assigned to the queue at the top of the table. So yep, there you have it. That is the final step to the whole queue creation process. Say that you are unhappy with the queue creation, you can go ahead to hit X at the top right of the window to discard it, or simply hit discard. Say you are really happy with what you have created, you can go ahead to enable the queue by simply toggling it on, and upon saving, the queue will be activated right away. But that's not what we will be doing right now, so we'll be simply saving the queue. So there you have it, your queue has been created successfully. Any queue that has been created will be pushed to the bottom of the list and be automatically ranked the last in the priority. This priority refers to the queue priority. So any tickets received will first go through queue that has been ranked priority 1, and any tickets that are not been assigned will then be pushed to queue rank priority 2, so on and so forth. There is no limit to the number of queues that you can create, and any tickets that do not fit in the conditions of the defined queues will then be taken care by the default queue and be assigned to any agents that are available at the point in time. Again, kind of like a round robin basis. Of course, you can also reorder queue priorities anytime. Say we want to push the APEC queue up to the first, simply select the drop down and select 1, and then the queue will be updated to be ranked priority 1. So those with keen eyes might have noticed the option to add more than one condition within each queue. So let's go on to edit the queue that we've just created to explore that further. So for any queue, you can add up to 3 conditions in each queue, but you will only be able to select each condition type once. So on top of the existing condition to have countries include Singapore, Australia, Indonesia, and Philippines, let's add the condition type channels to include WhatsApp and Viber. Let's go on to add a third condition, customer groups. So at this point, you will notice that you will not be able to select any other condition types. So a reminder, these customer groups are retrieved from 8x8 Connect. So just to demonstrate quickly, you will see that the customer group list in advanced queuing, see over here, correspond to the contact groups that you can find under the content management section in 8x8 Connect. Now let's complete the setup. I'll go on to select a customer group. I have my agent selected, so I can go on to update my queue. Now, after updating the queue, you will notice that the little text under queue type now reflects the condition that are being selected, so it includes all 3. Okay, now back to the overview. So there are a few functions that can be really useful in managing the queues. Firstly, you can type to search the queue, and under actions, you will find that you can enable the queue right here. So go to confirm. And of course, for any enabled queues, you will be able to disable under action as well. There's also the option to edit the queue. So this will show the edit window, or you can delete the queue that you have created. To the right, you will see a few filter options which will be extremely helpful if you have created pages upon pages of queues. You can first filter the created queues based on the created date range. Say I want to look at queues that I've created in the past 2 months. So to date, so these are the queues that I can see. And you can also filter based on the queue status. Say I want to look at queues that are enabled only. So this is the filter results. You can also view based on the queue type. So just a note, this queue type is an inclusive selection. For example, if we select channels, it will show filter results that include channels under queue condition. So there you have it. We've covered the basics to how you can utilize the advanced queuing feature in 8x8 Converse and effectively assign tickets to agents based on their expertise. If you are an existing 8x8 Converse customer, do approach your account manager to have the feature enabled for you. If you'd like to learn more about advanced queuing or request a demo, go on to our website and drop us a note, and we'll be in touch. Thank you.